Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The China-Myanmar Economic Corridor, a pipeline to disaster. Imagine a pipeline that stretches hundreds of miles across northern Myanmar, carrying oil and gas from the Middle East and Africa to Chinese cities. Sounds like a lucrative business deal, but what's really at stake here? I'm Plenix, and in this episode, we're exploring the dark side of China's Belt and Road Initiative through the eyes of Myanmar. China's economic corridor is more than just a pipe dream. It's a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure project that's got everyone from Beijing to Yangon on high alert. The CCP views Myanmar as an essential link in its global supply chain, but at what cost? Two-thirds of the Burmese population has no access to reliable electricity, and yet China gets to reap the benefits. The pipelines are just one part of this massive project. There are offtake stations that allow Myanmar to use a mere 20% of the gas, while the rest is siphoned off for China's own consumption. This is an economic corridor with no regard for the people or the planet. But it's not just about the money, it's also about security. China has sold the Tatmadaw more than $250 million in arms, but to what effect? The country is ablaze with civil war, and Beijing's attempts at intervention have been met with minimal success. The situation is so volatile that even Elon Musk's Starlink isn't immune to the chaos. And now, China's flying mercenaries into the country, not to fight alongside any of the combatants, but to protect its assets. The Myanmar resistance is struggling to hold back a tide of public anger at CCP support for the coup. Netizens have taken to social media, vowing to blow up the pipes that represent China. It's an act of defiance in the face of overwhelming odds, but Beijing isn't going down without a fight. Pipeline security has been tightened to the point where civilians are choosing to shelter in the shadow of these very pipelines, not because they're safe, but because they think they'll be safer than the jungle outside. And for what? So that China can keep its supply chains flowing and its economy humming? It's a Faustian bargain, and one that comes at a terrible human cost. The China-Myanmar Economic Corridor is a pipeline to disaster, not just for Myanmar, but for the entire region. As we watch this crisis unfold, it's clear that Beijing has underestimated the volatility of the situation. The question now is, what will be the cost when the chips are down? Will China's economic interests prevail, or will the people of Myanmar finally have their say? Only time will tell. I'm Plenix, and will continue to follow this story as it unfolds.